shift our focus to the other war, the war that the West seems to have forgotten all about. I'm of course talking about Ukraine. With the focus on funding Israel in its operation against Hamas, the US defense aid packages for Ukraine are set to become smaller. You heard that right. And with the long freezing winter months approaching, bringing with them tactical and logistical challenges on the battleground, Russia has started stockpiling weapons, going as far as asking some of its allies to return some of the weapons sold to them. Now, you may be wondering why Russia, whose arms production capacity remains robust despite the ongoing conflict, is seeking more weapons. Is it running low on its arsenal? And what really is the state of Ukraine's arsenal then? And what has it done with the weapons provided so far? We'll tell you in just a minute. First, here's the latest development. According to the Wall Street Journal, Russia is trying to get back some of the weapons it exported to countries like Pakistan, Egypt, Belarus, Brazil. Russian officials reportedly who visited Cairo asked the Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi to return more than 100 engines from Russian helicopters. Moscow needs this for its war against Ukraine. And the report says that Sisi has agreed, and deliveries of about 150 engines are likely to begin next month. Now, apparently, these talks are part of a larger Russian push to seek help from its longtime arms customers who have for decades bought Russian aircraft, missiles, and air defense systems. And the sale of these had made Russia the world's second largest arms exporter. Meanwhile, Russia has reportedly asked Pakistan to send a minimum of 4 Mi-35M helicopter engines. They were sold by Russia to Pakistan earlier, and these helicopters have been used extensively in Ukraine. However, Pakistan's foreign ministry has denied receiving any such request from Russia. But that's not even all. Russia has also imported arms and missiles from North Korea. The hermit nation, run by Kim Jong-un, has reportedly sent 1 million artillery shells to Russia since August. Approximately 2,000 containers of military gear have been dispatched from North Korea to Russia since September. The claim was made earlier this month by South Korea and has been denied by Pyongyang. Earlier, Russia's ally, Iran, has been accused of sending Shahid 136 drones, which have been used to target Ukraine's infrastructure. Now, why is Russia asking for these weapons? Experts saying that Russia's approach to secure these assets signals a larger reorganization of its military supply lines. It reflects a sense of urgency and vulnerability amid the war. They also say that the Russian supplies are shrinking, but Russian officials have rejected these Western claims. As well as buying back weapons, Russia is understood to be stepping up the domestic production. Now, on the battlefield, after months of a Ukrainian counteroffensive, Russia is going from taking a defensive stance to an offensive strategy. Russian forces are actively working to push Ukrainian troops in the eastern and southern front lines. With the Ukrainian offensive slowing down, Russia aims to push westward into Ukraine. You see, Russia is stockpiling these weapons for the winter attacks on Ukraine. They already have a substantial cache of weapons to draw upon for an expected winter attack on Ukraine. Ukraine's representative for the main Directorate of Intelligence, Vadim Skibitsky, has said that Russia produced at least 115 high-precision missiles. And according to Ukrainian media reports, Moscow is capable of producing up to 120 long-range missiles per month. And as Russia continues to stockpile and make new weapons, Ukraine seems to have become a lost cause for the West. The US says it will continue to provide aid to Ukraine, but they will simply become smaller. Washington will fund Ukraine under the Presidential Drawdown Authority. And now the Pentagon has called on the Congress to approve additional funding as soon as possible. The Deputy Pentagon Press Secretary, Sabrina Singh, has said, and I'm quoting, "We are going to continue to roll out packages. They just are getting smaller. So we really implore the Congress to pass the supplemental request that the President sent up so that we can continue to meet Ukraine's battlefield needs." Singh further said the US had already used more than 95% of the total $62.3 billion allocated to support Ukraine since the war started. The Biden administration has already used all the funds of the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative and now only has about $1 billion in reserve for the presidential drawdown package. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.